He's putting those head bones in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying there, partner.
He's getting boned in his head.
Okay.
Like the first scary movie where he's like puts his ear up to the glory hole, and then the dick goes right through his brain.
Yeah. Wait, that's in a movie?
Yeah, it's in Scary Movie, like the first one.
Yeah. Have you seen Hobo with a Shotgun?
No, but that sounds badass.
I'm sure I've talked about it many times, but Hobo with a Shotgun is a fucking great movie. It is really good. You should watch it. I mean, it's bad. It's over the top. There's one thing you can bet. There's hobos. And there's basically, and this kind of applies to everything in real life too. Like in the real world, there's hobos and there's shotguns. You're either the hobo or you're the shotgun.
Are you not the victim of a hobo with a shotgun?
Do you undersmell me? Does that, No, you're either the hobo wielding the shotgun or you're the shotgun being wielded by the hobo. I remember there's one scene in the movie where, what happened?
I'm just turning the phones down because they're really loud in my ears, dog. Pray continue.
No.
My good.
You know what? No.
What do you mean, no?
Fuck you.
What's all?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
that's a lot
Anyway,
of
there's
hostility.
there's a scene in Hobo with a Shotgun where he has the barrel of the shotgun tied up, like duct taped to a nasty kid's crotch. There's like a bunch of duct tape on his crotch. And then he blows his dick off. One of the rich kids.
That's just justice, For the 1%.
Yeah. It was these guys. I'm pretty sure the city that they live in is called Scum City. And there's this piece of shit that runs it, and he's got two fucking sons in Letterman jackets with their hair slicked back, wearing big fucking Blues Brothers sunglasses. And the hobo eventually, by some circumstance or another, removes his penis with pellets from a shotgun.
Yeah, that's brutal. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Well.
No.
Really?
Maybe that one guy.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah. No.
There's no
maybe that one guy.
You would wish that on?
I mean, Hitler. That's the easy answer. And also that one fucking dude who there's a dude at my old job who told an army vet who got shot in the head in combat that he's a fucking loser because he got injured. So I think that guy can get his dick blown off.
What? What do you mean? He got shot in the head in combat, and he's like, "Yeah, you suck because you got shot, pussy."
Yeah, he said that. He said that to this fucking 20-year army vet.
What is the context of this? This was a fellow. This is a customer. Customer comes in with a bandage wrapped around their head, walking on.
No. This was back in the
wearing their army uniform.
This was back on the industrial mine job site in Florida. No, it was brutal. There were mean people there.
And they picked on a veteran? That doesn't seem right.
They were all white and he was black, you see, and it was the Deep South.
Okay, that makes sense to me. It really does. Well, welcome to a Shinn Show. It's a special pre-Thanksgiving, a Shinn Show. It's Noah, it's Pete, it's Nick. It's what it is.
It's a McRib episode.
It is. It is. It's a McRib of an episode. Did you know that we've been recording this whole time when I thought we weren't? So we got the whole
Yeah, because I said, I don't believe we've been recording, and you were like, that was your fucking job, so I reached over and pressed record.
Man, you're smart. Well, that really worked, pressing record.
So when did you realize we were recording?
At the point that I tried to record and we were recording.
How long ago was it? I mean, I'm just saying.
A few minutes. And then I spent the time since working on our levels, which I think are pretty good now. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I do that for your benefit because I love you.
Sure you do.
You
don't do it because you're a maniac.
That's the miracle of Thanksgiving is right now, just doing things for others because you're grateful to be alive. You're grateful for their presence in your life. That's what Thanksgiving is all about. The special Thanksgiving, special time with special people doing special things, specially, and eating and watching football and just basking in America. That's what Thanksgiving's all about. Just family and fun and faith and football and other F words, That's what it's all about.
And that's why it's tomorrow, right?
It is. Well, by the time anyone hears this, who knows when it'll be.
Right, but that's why in the current time period we're in
this festive fall season.
Yes, in this festive fall season, in the time which it is absolutely nothing in Canada where I'm at. It's just Thursday tomorrow, man.
It is. But that's the punchline from you, is it's nothing tomorrow in Canada?
Well, it was going to be more roll off the tonguey, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I understand.
Just cut all that out.
Yeah, I understand.
Cut it out. Just fix it all in post, bro.
I will. I will. I'll cut most of it out anyway. But the bottom line is that I understand that because you don't have faith, family, fun, and football in Canada. We don't. You've got hockey. You've got
Evanescence.
They're not Canadian.
Yeah, but, I bet you guys listen to it up there.
Yeah, probably.
So there you go. You got hockey and Evanescence. There are poor kids in Sudan who should be so lucky. You know what I mean?
For Evanescence.
Yeah, for Evanescence and hockey and, maple syrup. That's a
given.
That's racist. Racist against Canadians.
They do like maple syrup. They have maple syrup in a lot of things. I had maple syrup Coca-Cola up there.
I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they sure do. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'd like a McRib flavored maple syrup, or a McRib flavored Coca-Cola.
That'd be interesting. I love the McRib. I really enjoy it.
Would you ever fuck a McRib?
No.
Really?
No,
Under no circumstances would you ever fuck a McRib.
None imaginable. None that I can imagine.
Really? None that you can imagine. So if a man in a suitcase, with a suitcase, came up to you and opened it, and inside was a check for $1 million.
Sure.
And he's like, just fuck this McRib. I don't even have to watch. Like,
well,
I require no proof. But you do somehow. You are magically compelled to do it, though.
Would a dry humping suffice?
No, you got to fuck it. You got to fuck the McRib.
Couldn't I just finger it?
No. No. Your genitals have to enter the McRib.
You need to cream a McRib.
Yeah. To completion. Like, the whole nine yards.
No, of course
really?
not
For $1 million?
Oh,
I would totally.
I don't fucking believe you.
I'd do it for $10.
Yeah, I would. I'm trying to. So, what if I, for real, arranged it so for $100,000?
Then what would happen?
You fuck a McRib, you get $100,000 tax free.
I'm not doing it.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh my God, so bougie! You turn your nose up at $100,000.
Yeah, I would.
It's warm. It's like it's got some kind of lubricant from the sauce. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that bad.
All right, fine. $5 million.
Listen,
no one's gonna see it. No one knows. Like, it's for a private collection. This guy, he's like the Jeffrey Epstein of fucking cheeseburgers.
I've got...
Okay? He has a lot of money, and he just likes what he likes, And he wants to pay you $5 million to fuck a McRib. You wouldn't do it then?
No, I'd find another consenting result for him. I'd say, you know what? I don't want to do this, but I know a young man or two who'd be delighted to. And I can arrange it for them to do it, and I'll do that for you for a finder's fee of $1 million.
What if Jeff Bezos was like, I will give you $1 billion to fuck this McRib? Then you wouldn't do it?
Here's what I would...
You're full of shit, man. You are so full of shit. You're full of shit. No. You'd be dumb. If you told me you passed up on an opportunity like that, I'd be very angry with you. I'd be angry with you for not fucking that McRib.
I'm not going to fuck a McRib. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter. First of all, it's a hypothetical.
I will convince you to consenting to fucking a McRib before this episode is over. By the end of this episode, I will have Chinese mind tortured you into, all right, I'd fuck a McRib.
Well, you've already said as much yourself that you would.
For money, yeah. Dude, come on, $100,000 tax-free dollars? No one ever finds out?
I think it's like Noah says. If you do it for $100,000, you'd probably do it for 10.
It's not what he said at all. He said I would do it for 10.
Yeah, but
I said I would. I'm not saying that. Okay, look, everyone's got a price. Okay, everybody's got a price for whatever it's going to be. Everybody's got a price.
All right, so you do it privately, Noah, for $10. What if it was we're going to put this on the biggest billboard in Times Square for a week? How much then?
Free
for a fucking week?
Yeah, for a week.
Yeah. No, honestly, do you know what kind of exposure that would give me, dude?
You do it for, people.
That would launch my porn career.
Yeah, man. People would they would want to know who you are, They'd be like, who is that fucking that McRib up there? Who's that American hero just laying pipe to that McRib in Times Square on the biggest billboard there is? Because I'm proud to be an American.
Actually, we have...
Well, at least I know I'm free.
Wow, man. That was a little overdriven there, son.
Where at least I can fuck a McRib. And they'll put it up in Times Square for a week or two, and I did it for free.
Anyway, no, so I think that...
We're working on that.
Sure, we'll workshop it. But I do believe that it would be better...
I want to fart so bad and just... I know it would kill you, though.
It'd be fine.
All right, I'm good. I farted up... You ever fart up into yourself? You know,
Sure,
you
yeah.
hold it and it just literally goes up inside you.
Yeah.
Like it makes the fart noise and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reverse fart.
yeah.
Sure.
Takes many years of training for that. Go ahead.
It's not going to last forever. It's gonna expel at a certain point. You can't hold it in
I
forever.
very rarely do I ever employ that ancient Chinese secret.
I'm just telling you, it's not going to last forever. That's all I'm saying.
I don't.
About that.
What I'm just telling you. I don't want it to last forever.
Here's what I think. I think Noah ought to be singing, "'Cause I'm proud to be a Canadian, where I have a charter of rights. And we all feel bad about the Indigenous folks and First Nations that we fucked over, and we're very sorry about that. Yes, we are. We apologize today. Sorry. So it ain't no doubt we love the maple flag. God bless Canada.
There's the fireworks.
Yeah, and so on.
That was wow.
What did you think
I'm
of that,
hard
Noah?
now.
Are you okay with that?
That
Was
made me hard.
I'm literally floored.
Well,
Not really.
with all due respect to Lee Greenwood, I think Lee Greenwood was actually a Canadian. I'm pretty sure of that.
Who the fuck is Lee Greenwood?
Yeah.
Lee Greenwood saying, "I'm proud to be an American."
What a dork. I hope that
Yeah,
dork
what a
was killed.
doofus.
I hope he was killed in an alley.
He was.
I hope he had gay feelings and went to a gay bar and then found that he saw a dude was attractive and went to make out with him in the back of an alley, but his upbringing made him so scared of how gay he was about to turn that he fights this guy and accidentally gets killed.
That
No.
got way too real for me.
That's
Okay.
from an episode of, I think it's in American Horror Story, the second season, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. That's a pretty specific reference for that particular fake
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's not like a single gay character in that season.
Season
Or
2?
maybe it was season 1. It might have been season 1.
Oh, there was a Zachary Quinto character.
Yeah, and his
Season
his
1.
partner.
Yes.
I have the remembrance of his lover, the tall blonde guy.
Let me tell you, man, that American Horror Story season 1.
Season 1?
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah, dude, magnifique. It literally just got worse every season. Second season was like, wow, that wasn't as good. Actually, third season was good though. I did.
Yeah. Coven was
Coven
great.
was sick. Coven was sick. It was really good. They did that right. That Jessica Lange, dude, she's the star of the show. You know, the old Southern bitch, Jessica Lange. You know what I'm talking about, Dad?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
She's
about.
great. She's great.
I wouldn't refer to her as a bitch. She's a fine actress.
No, I didn't.
She's a very fine woman.
I referred to her as a nice young Southern bitch. Now, she ain't just no bitch. She's a nice young Southern bitch. No, it's a term of endearment.
I don't think that's true.
Why do you mean you don't think that's true?
What do you mean? I don't think. Why do you mean?
Why?
What do I
How
mean?
can someone tell me what I'm feeling when I say a word? How can someone tell me what my intentions are, the feelings I have in my brain and heart when I say a word? Just because it's disrespectful to you, now all of a sudden my brain is different, feels different than what I'm saying it is. If I say it's a term of endearment, no one could be like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? No, you don't think that.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I do.
No, anybody can be like that. For example, if the vast majority of people think a certain word is offensive and you say it anyway, but I'm saying it as a term of endearment,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. Because, people
I wouldn't
know
say
that
it doesn't make any sense.
No, I would say exactly that. It doesn't make any sense.
We just have to agree to disagree.
I think this is the kind of attitude that's going to keep you out of Canada. I'll tell you that right now.
No, Canada loves me, dude.
They
Me and
don't.
Trudeau are boys.
You're
Hey,
not.
and I'm not even cool with blackface. And they're
Are
not
you
keeping
saying-
me out of there.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that because Trudeau wore blackface as a child that he should not have
He
been
wasn't a
qualified?
child.
Well, as a young adult.
Yeah, he was
He was
an
far
adult
from
man.
a child.
All right,
he was
look.
an adult man who very much knew better.
Look,
Yeah, he
Like,
should have.
All right.
no
Anyway.
question about it. It's all
All right.
good. It's all good.
Disappointment to my people, bro.
Yeah, it's
I
all
mean,
good. It's fine. Me and Trudeau, when we go golfing, I say, look, man, I think they kind of sandbagged you in the media about that. It was a big mistake. I would never do anything like that. I'm not I read the room a little bit, That's completely culturally insensitive and wrong. But you got sandbagged a little bit. And then I fucking drive that bitch all the way to the green. And me and Justin crack open a couple of fucking Tecates. And, we put blackface on and get down to the club. The country club.
And boogie.
And boogie down.
I don't believe you do that with Justin Trudeau, but I'll say this, and this kind of disrespect for Justin Trudeau is also going to keep you out of Canada. You want to keep your options open.
What is
son.
he, Xi Jinping? I don't think it's that fucking serious.
Look, he's a powerful man in Canada. You don't want to cross Justin Trudeau.
Ping.
Hey, look,
He's a
Gigi Trudeau.
he can have you disappeared, man. You
Can
No, he
he?
can't. He's the fucking prime minister. He can't have shit.
He probably could, though, couldn't he? Does
No,
Canada have
no,
a
we
military? Do they
Yes,
have
we
a
do.
military?
Of course they
Do
have
they
a
have a
military.
special forces?
Yes.
Yep.
Really? Canadian special
Very
forces?
robust special forces, actually.
What are they,
Like,
the
they're pretty-
Navy
The
geese?
sniper records are pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The Canadian sniper, the Canadian snipers are the pride of the country.
We got the seals, they got the geese, right?
the,
Or what? The
no,
moose? That'd be cool.
the Canadian Moose Unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Maybe they could ride Moose. They wouldn't be
Moose
required.
Squad.
But I'm thinking Moose would be an acronym for Mobile
Operation.
Operations
Operative secret executives.
Moose. Canada's Moose Squad is on the case.
Mobile Operations Operative Secret Executive Squad.
Anyway, yes.
Actually, a special forces branch of the RCMP. You know what I mean? That just rides meese.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, that's probably a good thing, man. It'd be fearsome.
I feel like we need in warfare
Yes.
to utilize animals more again. Let's train some bears. Let's put some, lasers on their heads. Let's get gorillas in there. Moose, dude. We're not utilizing them. You know what I mean?
You're right. It's not enough that we're making extinct thousands of species a day. We should be utilizing them more as engines of war.
Yeah, we should subject them not just to the horrors of our own whimsies and pollution and destruction, but the actual horror of war. You know what I mean?
Well, we did that for thousands of years with draft animals,
Yeah,
with
but-
pigeons, with actually even with dolphins. Dolphins have been trained to spot and
Sure.
place mines and shit like that.
Yeah,
but
you're not-
dolphins are some grungy motherfuckers, dude. Dolphins deserve to go to war, okay?
Yeah,
They're like
they are.
crazy.
They're rapey. Very like rapier than most. But
Hang on now.
I'm talking about there's a whole cornucopia of cool animals to subject to the horrors of war. Bears, tigers, Komodo dragons. We're just leaving those on the table.
Yes.
Come on, dude.
I just think it's, they've been using elephants and shit like that in India and in Africa for
Yeah.
centuries.
Sure.
So I'm just saying this is not a novel concept. Let's use animals in war. That's it's not novel.
I never said that either. I'm just saying we need the scope and scale needs to be brought up. The scope. More bears, more tigers, big cats. I want big cats, more packs of things, things that hunt in packs. Piranhas, I'd like to see more of those. Mongooses, large, like units of mongooses.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah. What about wolverines?
Wolverines would be great. I'd love that. Something to dig tunnels and then other smaller yet ferocious creatures to come out of those tunnels.
I think the wolverine fits the bill. What about the marmot? Marmot can be vicious.
Sure. You have the marmot make the tunnels, and then the wolverines and mongooses go in. Trench warfare, boom, right? Snakes, just dropping snakes out of planes. That'd be good.
Sure. You're winning me over on this.
Yeah.
I've got to admit.
I'm not saying they haven't used animals. Sure, they've used them, but there's so many we're just leaving on the table.
Like
More
porcupines. What about
porcupines? That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, sure. What?
Shoot them up with meth. Throw them in the trenches.
Yeah, well, what about... well,
That's the other thing. You
No.
shoot all these animals up with stimulants.
Right. Well, I think we're neglecting scorpions in this whole discussion.
Scorpions
as well.
are good as well. I
Sure.
love scorpions.
You bet.
And this
Jellyfish
is
even.
for real. Scorpions have remained unchanged for 46 million years.
Well, they must be doing something right. there.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
You think about it, they really are like really fucking cool, efficient killing machines, They got the 2 claws, they got the multiple legs, and then they got the stinger. It's like, evolution really figured that one out.
Here's what I think we ought to do, man. What I think we ought to do is develop animal mind control. Do you know what I'm saying? Devices that we could put on our heads that would then communicate our thoughts to large number of animals, making them our war slaves, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
Without all the work of training them.
Right,
It
right.
seems like it's the 21st century. We ought to be able to come up with something like that.
But how would you spread your mind through the consciousness of multiple things?
Look,
You know
I'm not
what
a
I mean?
scientist. I'm not an animal consciousness
You
scientist.
could do a one-to-one avatar thing, though.
I would think
Like put one
yeah.
soldier in charge of a grizzly bear. He puts the helmet on. Now he's piloting a grizzly bear.
Well, that's kind of cool. I do like that, but that seems terribly inefficient. One for one. Then you lose a soldier.
No, you have fucking 10,000 grizzly bears in the fucking. As soon as the grizzly bear dies, the soldier just takes off that helmet, puts on a different one, gets in another grizzly bear.
You must have a lot of bears. I mean,
yeah. You breed them.
I think
we could do that.
I think grizzly bears are. I think
you breed them to be even worse than they are now. Nasty.
I think they're endangered, man. I think
grizzly bears.
Yeah.
No. They're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah, they don't have any natural predators, and even humans don't hunt them that much. I don't think they're endangered. Google it.
You Google it.
My phone's dead. Yours a laptop right in front of you. That's my phone that you're reaching for.
It's
fine. I'll fucking Google it.
Yeah.
Noah,
let's let the research department handle this.
Please. Are grizzly bears endangered? They're definitely not.
Well, hey, just real quick. The trial of Elizabeth Holmes continues, and she's now testified in her own defense. She's testified in her own defense. How about that? And I think...
Who's that again?
Elizabeth Holmes. She was the CEO of Theranos, which purported to be a blood testing company, ripped off a bunch of billionaires.
I remember this. Yeah, she's Sherlock Holmes' sister.
Exactly. Yeah. This is how
Sherlock
we got
Ping's sister.
Precisely. That's how we got.
I'm making a blood company. Hey, it's me, Sherlock Ping. Me and my wife, we're making a blood company. Sell us your blood. That seems too loud.
No, it's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So would you like an update on the brown bear?
Yeah, we'd love an update on the brown bear.
But that's different from grizzly, though, right? Isn't it?
In North America, the populations of brown bears are called grizzly bears.
Okay.
Well, the subspecies that inhabits the Kodiak Islands of Alaska are known as the Kodiak bear.
Yeah, those are the big ones.
That's right. So basically, brown bears are considered least concern right now. However, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is recommending that no change to the current... Oh, never mind. Totally different. Somebody was asking that they should be threatened under the lower 48, but they said no.
Yeah.
Because who's threatening a fucking grizzly bear? No one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Even with a gun, dude, like... most guns will not kill a grizzly bear in one shot. You know what I mean?
No, you need a big boy.
You need something
like that
so big,
50 cal.
Yeah, you need something so big to make it not dangerous that you're going to ruin the pelt. There's not really much. I mean, not necessarily. I'm sure there's plenty of. Yeah, I know there's a lot of hunters listening right now who are just ripping their fucking. A lot of grizzly bear killers right now who are listening to a Shinn show and they're just ripping their hair out, calling me a dum-dum. So, feel free to email us. At www.bringdownthegovernment.biz to tell us, the proper ways to kill
grizzly bears.
Grizzly bears, yeah.
Sure. No, I've never been grizzly bear hunting or even actually hunting. That's not actually true now that I think about it. I've never been hunting of my own free will.
So you've been hunted, is what you're saying. You were involved in a manhunt in which you were the man being hunted.
Obviously not to completion, but yes.
The most dangerous game. Yeah, you escaped, so you were allowed to live.
Well, here's what happened.
You made it to the other end of the island when the British guy, the super rich British royalty, and all his friends,
Or here's
they
another
hunted
story.
You.
Your beloved grandfather, Fay Edward, my father, he took some of us kids out hunting with him in Montana. It was quail hunting, whatever kind of birds that fly up when you flush them, that kind of hunting. Was that quail hunting?
Yeah, something. Yeah, who gives a fuck? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it is quail.
Could have been quail, could have been pheasant, could have been squab.
Could have been pheasant.
But we would walk, we children, I remember Cassie, myself, Patrick, Jeremy, and Teddy, ranging in ages between 2 and 13. No. Sorry, 2 and 11. Between the ages of 2 and 11. Actually, 2 and 10.
Okay, moving on, for fuck's sake. And we arrive at the point in.
We would walk in front of my father, and
you'd be the bird dogs.
Yeah,
you rustle up the birds.
That's exactly right.
And he'd shoot at them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
It seems safe.
But certainly not. But people do it with dogs,
Why not with kids?
Exactly. The dogs are fine.
Yeah. So that's
you're shooting up above the kids,
Sure.
As long as you don't jump like you're trying to block a punt, You're trying to block a field goal attempt. You should be all right.
I obviously lived through the experience.
Yeah.
And so here I am.
Or did you? Are you
think
lying
so.
there in that field right now after your father accidentally shot you, and you just in 1 second lived what seems like a lifetime, you know? And when you die in this life, you're just gonna go back to you as a kid in that field after you're being revived by the EMTs.
That's probably exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Anyway, the point is we all lived through that. But you can understand why, as a kid, if you have that kind of hunting experience, you get to a point where you say to yourself, I'm good with the hunting.
Yeah, I almost killed Murph with a shotgun once.
You told me the story.
Yeah, I did.
You tripped.
No, I didn't. No, didn't trip at all.
Okay,
I was
I'm
just
making-
not using proper
Gun
trigger
safety.
discipline
I
at
see.
all. Just had my finger resting on it and pulled the trigger.
Ooh.
And it fucking shot off to my side. I was holding it sideways
Yeah.
like this, and it just shot this way,
And she was standing next to you?
She was, but was walking about 2 or 3 steps faster than I was.
Well, that's fortunate.
And so therefore didn't get sawed in half. Now, however, there's these 2 kids. No one listens to this. It's fine. My principal, old principal, he's not the principal anymore. I guess I won't say his name, but now he's the superintendent. Huge piece of shit, cocksucker, and I never liked him. But his son just got killed by his other son in a hunting accident very recently.
Man.
Just shot him in the neck on accident.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and now check this out. The son who got killed, like his dad, the principal, when he was the superintendent, or no, when he was the principal, I think, some kid at the school that I went to got in a fight, and it was on camera. So the principal took that footage home to his family and was showing them the kid getting his ass kicked, and they were all making fun of him and talking shit. And his son was recording his dad on Snapchat being like, this is what my dad does. Like, he's taking, which is, I don't think I need to explain to anyone how unprofessional that is, to bring home footage of students fighting on security cameras and make fun of the kids with your family as the principal, right? That's not professional. So that video came out. His son did the right thing, is what I'm saying. His son also knew that his dad was a cocksucker, prick, asshole, and showed everybody, exposed his ass. And then he went on to become the superintendent, had to resign as the principal. Or he was the superintendent and went to another school. Who gives a fuck? The point is, that kid's dead. Sucks,
Oh, that kid? That kid is dead?
Yeah, the kid who recorded his dad doing that is the one who got shot in the neck by his little brother during a hunting accident.
Look, I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
Do we think the father masterminded this?
My buddy kind of like was like, I wonder if I'm like, what? You think he had his son assassinate his other son, Achaemenid Persian Empire style? I don't think so, man. I really don't. Maybe, though. Maybe. I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Accident is more likely. Well, that's that's going to make for some real awkward conversations around the Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
That makes for a bad Thanksgiving.
It'll make
Gaff.
an awkward session of ookie turkey with the family.
What's ookie turkey?
All right. It's where everyone in the family throws the turkey on the ground, drops trow, jerks off onto the turkey, and the last one, also known as soggy turkey, the last one to bust on the turkey has to eat the turkey. Do you undersmell me?
That shouldn't be funny. And it's not. It's offensive, son.
Do you
It's
undersmell me?
It's just offensive.
I'm just saying during Thanksgiving it's going to be awkward when they're playing soggy turkey to talk
about those who are no longer with us.
Yeah, to play soggy turkey with Gran and the rest.
Family style.
Yeah,
obviously.
family style. Of course it's family style. Oh, they're going completely family style. That means you, Grandma, get over here. I know you're confused. I don't care.
Here's what's actually.
It's tradition.
Here's what's actually.
Pull your fucking pants down now, you old bat. All right, go.
Cut all that out.
Go ahead.
How could I not cut all that out?
Don't cut that out.
keep-
That's
keep it in.
tasteful. That's tasteful. No one listens, dude. It's fine.
People do listen.
No.
They do.
Well,
They do.
They enjoy it. They listen because they enjoy that kind of
and they always enjoy
debauchery.
it. By the way, hey, I just want to throw a little quick thing out here to anyone who's certainly not listening this far in, but, these are jokes, guys. These are jokes. We're a bunch of mentally handicapped people. So, don't mean to offend anybody. Nobody should be getting offended by the words of us because we are dumb, okay?
We are dumb. We're mentally ill. At least 2 out of 3 on
Yeah.
this podcast are
Yeah.
diagnosable.
Yeah.
And have, in fact, been
No one
diagnosed.
should vaguely
some percentage.
threaten violence to anybody, to just because of some jokes that, may or may not have been in good or bad taste.
It sounds like you're issuing an apology, just a general apology.
I feel like a bitch for doing it, though. It's just like, but who's the bigger bitch? The one who... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The point is, sometimes your peebus hurts. And that's when you go to the doctor. And he tells you, are you sexually active? And you don't want to tell the doctor. Because you had an experience at a gay club in an alley. And you
Wait a minute.
Killed a man.
Wait a minute. The gay club or the alley? I'm confused. Is this like
in the alley of the gay club?
I see. There's an alley like outside it or behind?
Back behind the gay club.
Back behind the.
You open the door. It's just so hot in there. The music's bumping. You open the back door. You're in the cool alley. There's a guy back there in a leather jacket smoking a cigarette.
Well, wait a minute. Have you already had some sort of anonymous gay sex at that point?
At that point, you just like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go to the gay bar and just see.
If I'm interested?
If I get a little tug in the sweatpants.
Whatever. See, just see what happens.
So you drive down to the gay bar, and the bouncer is like, we don't let anyone wearing sweatpants in here. You need to go put some jeans on. So then you drive back home, you put jeans on, now you're back at the gay bar. At this point, you've already driven 45 minutes in total,
Sure.
right? You're committing.
To the bit.
Yeah, and it's all a bit. It's all for a joke.
Sure.
This is what it is. It's not like you're curious or anything. You just think it'd be a funny story to tell your bros later on.
Oh, yeah.
So you go to the gay bar and put some glitter on your collarbone, and after you dance for hours and hours, you realize it's a little hot in there. You go out to the alley out back.
Right. So during that dancing, did you ever find yourself like aroused for hours?
Not aroused. Like your penis does get a little half hard at the hot, hard bodies of the sweaty men dancing on the floor, but it's not in a gay way. It's as a goof,
Oh, sure.
It's a joke. It's
That's
as a
right.
prank.
That's right. You're just
your penis is pranking you, and it's funny.
Right.
You chuckle to yourself as you're dancing
with your
semi-erect penis because of how funny and not gay it is
with these men.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go out back to get some fresh air.
Now I get it.
There's a guy back there already, leather jacket, posted up on the wall smoking a cigarette. He says, "How are you doing, stranger?" And you're like, now you begin to laugh because you can feel a certain amount of funny tension.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. And it's all very funny, and you blow them in the alley.
Ironically.
Yeah. You're laughing as you sink to your knees. You're chuckling as you undo his belt.
Right.
It's
ironic.
It's all ironic. And all you're thinking is, this is going to be so funny when I tell my bros.
Right, exactly. They're not going to believe how I blew this homo.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not going to believe, It's like a jackass thing.
Sure, yeah.
Like, oh, wow, look, he was willing to do it. And it's funny, but it's not gay. That's the most important thing. Absolutely none of this is gay.
No, far from it.
So then, he busts all over your collarbone, mixes in with the glitter. You catch it in the lamplight, and you think, I'm a straight dude.
All right.
I am straight.
Yeah.
Right.
And
then you go home and jerk off to what happened in the alley.
Sure.
Laughing all the time.
Right.
Because it's a joke.
It's a goof.
Yeah, it's a goof.
Total goof.
And then, you review the footage that you secretly took and your Poindexter hidden camera glasses that you have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure, I understand.
You review it over and over and over.
Many
for
times.
years.
Yeah,
You keep that. It's a very good, it's a treasure close to your heart.
It's an heirloom.
As you grow. Yeah, it's an heirloom that you will leave to his son and his son after him.
And your own family if you have that.
Sure. They'll play it at your eulogy.
Of course.
And, that's pretty much it.
Sure. Well, Noah, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, you should write some fan fiction.
Write some fan fiction. Yeah, we should.
Chuck Tingle. I should write some Chuck Tingle. You guys know who Chuck Tingle is?
No, who's Chuck Tingle?
Get on the Google. Chuck Tingle's a guy who writes erotica novels, not unlike the experience that I just described.
I see. Now, Chuck Tingle, you're Googling that, and that's going to be in my search history
So we're just
going
to go on some images here.
Okay.
Not pounded. Okay, okay. We got to get the theme. Here are some common titles for him. Pounded in the butt by the handsome sentient manifestation of Twitch stream, from two-time Hugo Award finalist Chuck Tingle. Gay T-Rex Law Firm Executive Boner by Chuck Tingle. Pounded in the Butt by Area 51 while attempting to storm it by Chuck Tingle.
I see.
You get it?
Yeah.
Pounded in the butt by the handsome physical manifestation of Trump's Twitter ban that should have come sooner, but fine now that it's here. High five, Chuck Tingle.
Okay. So I get it. So Chuck Tingle is a meme. Now I get it.
Bigfoot Pirates Haunt My Balls by Chuck Tingle.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Okay. Now I'm getting it. Is Chuck Tingle a real person? No, he's not. Chuck Tingle is not a real person.
Pounded by the butt, turned gay by the socioeconomic implication of Britain leaving the European Union.
By Chuck Tingle.
By Chuck Tingle.
I see. Yeah, it was kind of funny at first, I guess. I don't think it's that funny anymore, you know.
Bisexual Mothman Mailman makes a special delivery in our butts. All right.
By Chuck Tingle.
Space Raptor Butt Invasion.
By Chuck Tingle.
That's a good one.
Is
oh,
it?
you know what? God damn it, my phone's dead.
I'm sorry.
We'll have to bust it out next week. I got a video.
Your phone is dead. That seems hard to believe. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
Thank you. Well, we seem to have lost steam here, gentlemen. You know why? We haven't really reviewed any of the news of the week at all. You know, we haven't looked at anything that's happened. I said Elizabeth Holmes, and we really got off track. But I think she's going to go to jail, guys. I really do.
Yeah, she probably will. Probably will. She committed a large amount of fraud. Do you know how much money she stole?
Hundreds of millions of dollars, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't stealing. It was trying to implement her vision.
It was lying about
what she could do, what her company could do.
I applaud her. She's kind of an American hero.
Many people think so, actually.
I love her.
She's like a Robin Hood figure. She wants to be seen that way, too. But here's the problem.
I'm sure she does for the jury.
But she lied to a bunch of people. She stole logos from companies like Pfizer and Shearing Plow, said that these reputable firms had endorsed her technology, which they had not. She said the Department of Defense was using this technology on the battlefield. She implied they had a $200 million contract with DOD. She's a fucking fraudster, man. She's a confidence man.
Yeah, she's a con woman.
What, you know?
I like that. I like that a lot. Everything you just described makes me like her more.
All right.
That was hard. She got in there, dude. She just kept the ball rolling.
Well, the party's over now, dog.
Yeah, she should have got out. She should have cashed out and went to fucking somewhere with no extradition, you know?
She ran the con just a little too long.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
She got greedy. She actually probably thought that it could never fail.
Yeah. It always can, though. You know,
especially when you're just flat out lying, man. She just lied to people.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's awesome that she didn't, she just lied, and any amount of verification could have stopped this so much sooner, but they were, she was just confident enough to be a fly on the wall in those rooms where she convinced these people to donate this money to something that did not exist. I would love to see that. I bet she was a great saleswoman.
Oh, there's no question. She's one of the great salespersons that have ever lived.
Yeah.
That is why they have put her on the stand. They've put her on the stand in her own defense, which is very unusual.
Usually they don't do that.
No, they don't. But they're doing that, and you know why? Because the government case is air fucking tight. It's really good. The government has her dead to rights.
Yeah.
And the only way this jury is going to acquit her, the only way that she's going to get acquitted is if there's one person on that jury who believes her. All she's got to do now is sell one person. She sold a lot of people for hundreds of millions of dollars, as discussed. But now she has to sell somebody on saving her life.
Generally, it's easier to convince a group of people than it is one person,
Really, that's an interesting way of looking at it. But she only needs one, dog.
Well, I'm saying she's just got to convince this jury. So they seized all her money then, huh?
The company, The company went bankrupt many times over. She's broke.
Yeah? So what? Should she have a public attorney?
Oh, no. No, she has a very, very expensive attorney. Her parents weren't exactly, let's just say, indigent. And then, more importantly, she got herself a real wealthy boyfriend. A guy named Billy Evans. And Billy Evans is a hotel heir. He's an heir to a large fortune. And he's, I'm sure, spending a large portion of that fortune on the defense of the mother of his child. She's with child. She's having a baby with Billy Evans. And this child is going to be born either in prison or not. Do you think she's going to not blame somebody else? Man, she is blaming everybody she can. But what she's done is she's also admitted, I wish I hadn't taken the logos of companies that hadn't said something and then said that they said something. Bad on me. But everything else was somebody else's fault. That thing
He's a genius.
Yeah, she's a genius. She's an evil genius.
Is she hot? What does she look like?
What's she look like? You've never seen her? Google her up,
No,
dog.
I'm afraid I'm not investing in too many fake blood companies lately, so no, I haven't seen her. If you'll please excuse me.
If it please the court, I'd like to show
is
you
it, Elizabeth Holmes?
Exhibit A, Elizabeth Holmes. No, Elizabeth Tingle is the first thing that comes up now.
American former businesswoman.
Yeah, former businesswoman, American criminal defendant.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, well, okay, not yes, indeed, but this picture right here, that's a good picture.
Now you understand why she was able to persuade old men to part with their money.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, one hates to be crude like that.
God, yeah, I totally would.
You totally would.
Yeah.
Give her money?
I'd saw off my pinky toes for her. I'd saw off my pinky toes just for one, chance to sniff.
Oh, come on.
Her panties through a vacuum cleaner filter. I'd saw off my pinky toes just for a chance to go through her garbage and deliberately strangle myself with one of her discarded makeup sponges. You know what I mean?
That seems a little extreme. I mean,
no, she is a solid 7. She's not, it's fine. But she got a lot of money.
She used to. Well, she still does now through her paramour. Because now that Billy Evans has fathered a child on her, she's linked to him financially for life, I can tell you that.
Elizabeth Holmes, if you're listening, and I know you are, if you think more children will help you get off this bitch, then go ahead. I will,
Just slide into Nick's DMs at your convenience.
Yeah.
Assuming you're not incarcerated, of course.
And I will give you another child in your hair.
It's the hair. It's the hair that you like, isn't it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, Elizabeth Holmes on trial for her life this Thanksgiving, but I'm sure grateful not to be in jail.
I mean, what's she facing?
20 years.
Okay, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, it is. And, she did rip off a bunch of rich people. So
yeah, but
the government's real mad at her.
I bet she won't get anywhere near that much. The jury's not going to fucking...
Well, the judge will sentence her. I don't think the jury has anything to say about it.
Well, no, the jury decides which counts she is and is not guilty on.
No, that's true. The real problem for Elizabeth Holmes is that Theranos technology didn't just work, but they put it in retail centers anyway, and a lot of people who didn't think that they were actually going to, it gave a lot of false results, including one person who found out that she was HIV positive, but then, oops, you're not. Another person thought they had prostate cancer.
Where were they? So what? These were just kiosks and malls. Like, stick your finger in here. We'll take some blood out of your finger. Oops, you got prostate cancer. Pull your pants down.
It was kind of like
turn around, bend over, and back up, please. Oh no! It turns out I didn't even have prostate cancer. That this kiosk in the mall told me I did. That doctor violated me, for Christ's sakes. He told me those pictures were going to be tasteful.
No, nothing like that. Now, they did. Theranos did have a deal with Walgreens and Safeway. I mean, they were, had the technology actually worked, they would have been in every Walgreens and in every Safeway in the United States. Because what they said that they could do was take a tiny sample of blood through a finger stick and run over 200 tests.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that. It's not chemically possible, okay?
Yeah, not a tiny bit of blood. No, when they draw blood, they get a vial.
They need a lot of it, and there's a lot of reasons for that. And you can miniaturize some tests, but not very many, and not very well, and not very accurately, and not very precisely.
Yeah.
So it was just, hey, it's a great vision. You know what I'd like? I'd like is if every child in America woke up in the morning and there was an ice cream cone under his pillow.
Sure.
I mean, there's some things that just aren't possible. Yeah. And that was a magical thinking. Think of some outlandish business idea. Hey, I know what? Let's have a box that will just print out anything you want. That was a suggestion I had earlier today when I was still pretty high.
Me and Dad got high and then made this harebrained scheme to pour our life savings into a 3D printing business that sends you a monthly subscription of corn resin with which to print off specifically kitchen utensils. Because you know how often you need those all the time. You know how often your spatulas and forks break. So we would get you buy this 3D printer with a monthly subscription of corn resin because it's biodegradable.
Right.
And then, we send, that's what you use. You have that. And then we realized, that's not a good business model.
It didn't seem wise. But anyway, you're back now. Where'd you go, Noah?
Oh, I just went to like do a text. You guys were like, you were riffing, you know? I wasn't gonna.
Sure.
Do a text. That's how they say it in Australia. Do a shit.
Really? Do this?
Yeah, do a shit, and also in Britain they say it, which I've said this. I feel like I said this. No, I said this to my friends, but it makes more grammatical sense to say do a shit or do a cum.
I'm not convinced of that.
No, they do. They do.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
That was a
just
long
fine.
time ago.
It was. Yeah, I need to really pay attention to chat more. I really do.
I raised my hand and everything.
Did you really? I see a little coffee cup that says I'm away. But you're not away.
Yeah,
You're
that's
back.
old. Yeah, that's old. It's old news. This is all a long time ago.
I'm sorry. I was
It's old
fixing
news
the
and
level.
it's fake news.
I ended up staring at the sine wave, the sound, the sound wave. I ended up staring at that on Adobe Audition, so I wasn't paying attention to you.
And by the sound wave on Adobe Audition, he means a video of a man fucking a McRib.
That's not true. I'm not fucking a
Would you
McRib.
fuck
No
a
one
McRib? If I fucked a McRib, once you eat the McRib, you will come to understand the McRib.
This is not appropriate.
Would you ride for McRib? Would you die for McRib?
This is gold.
Would you become the McRib? You will ride for the McRib.
Now,
This is art.
If when my prophetic dream of McDonald's having the largest standing army in the world comes true, I believe that their special forces unit will be the McRib Special Forces.
Sure.
You're gonna have the Hamburglar Secret Police.
Right.
The McRib Special Forces. The what's Grimace?
Grimace is like the Navy somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
He's purple. He's big. He floats. Can he be the Navy?
He could be the head of the Gestapo.
Grimace Gestapo.
The Grimace Gestapo.
That seems grim. It does.
Yeah, it's funny because you already have a secret. You got the Hamburglar Secret Police and the Grimace Gestapo.
Yeah, competing secret police.
Yeah.
Third Reich
Yeah,
style.
which is not good for the average bear.
It's
You
not.
know?
It's certainly not. They're looking for victims.
Kick dough. I can't even remember the other ones. Big Bird. Then there's
that's-
Ronald McDonald himself. Ren and Stimpy.
No, there's not that many of them, man.
Cheese. There was Cheese.
There's Mayor McCheese.
Yeah, Mayor McCheese. Yeah.
Don't forget him.
Mayor McCheese. Yeah.
There's Mayor McCheese. There's Grimace. And there's Hamburglar. That's it. That's all there is.
Nah, there was some sort of creature as well.
No, we said Grimace.
There's Ronald McDonald. There's Reinald McDonald.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah, Cookie Monster. He was in the gang, I'm pretty sure. Jimi Hendrix. Joseph Stalin, I believe.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Jordan Belfort.
Definitely Adam Sandler.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort and also Jordan Belfort.
This is ridiculous.
This guy from the McRib of Wall Street.
McRib of Wall
The wolf of the McRib.
I like the McRib of Wall Street. Boy, I've had some McRibs this year. I've really enjoyed them. I have. But I'm not going to fuck a McRib. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, you say that now.
I
but-
do.
You're going to do it.
No one's bringing me $5 million to fuck a McRib.
Yeah, well, someone's just going to come to you with a gun and be like, yeah, money's off the table now. You're fucking this McRib.
I'm not going to do
You
it.
were always going to fuck the McRib. It's whether it was going to be for $5 million or at gunpoint.
Don't make me use my ancient Tai Chi powers to disarm you. I do not wish to harm you. That's what they used to say in the Kung Fu show.
And halfway through that sentence, he would just shoot you in the knee and then throw a packet of Blue Chew at your feet and say, you best get to chewing.
What's Blue Chew?
It makes your dick hard. They're dick pills. He'd
Really?
throw
Blue
a McRib and a packet of Blue Chew at your feet and say, get busting.
Is that what you're calling Viagra? Blue Chew?
No, that's what it's called.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's like a common ad that podcasts do. They do ads for Blue Chew. It's a dick pill. It is.
It is. I see. But it's not Viagra. Is it?
It has the same active. I'm really about to do a read. It has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but it is not Viagra, and it is not a pill. It's a chewable tablet. That's one for free, Blue Chew. Fucking
And
assholes.
it's made in the USA.
Yeah.
Starting at $20 a month.
No, man, I'm not buying dick pills. I'm not doing it.
No, the man with the gun would have already shot you once and then thrown dick pills and a
Okay.
McRib at your feet
Right.
and said, swallow these dick pills and fuck this McRib or I will kill you.
You know what I'd do? I would eat the rib in defiance.
That should be a drop right there.
What should?
Swallow these dick pills and fuck this McRib or I will kill you.
No, that should not be a drop.
That's
Should-
perfect.
That's not something that we should pull out and highlight.
Yeah, it should.
Make it into a ringtone or anything like that.
Yeah, that should be a drop. That should be a button.
Yeah. Well, it could be. We could make it happen.
We should have more buttons of our own, of things we have said. You
Constructing. Anyway, so what
You know
did
what I
you
mean?
think about the harebrained idea to have a box that would just print things? Do you think that we could maybe
He thinks
sell
it's
that?
stupid because he's not stupid. That's what he thinks.
Well, I'm just
Am
saying.
I right, Noah?
With the right spokesperson, like someone who drops out of Stanford, for example, and then is attractive and is not unattractive. And then, but they've got this vision. That's the most important thing. They got a big vision of a box that will print things for the average man and woman, the average working man, the average working woman. They don't want to go out. They don't want to have a messy, polluting vehicle pull up to their door. No, when they want something, they want to, with the touch of a button, have it printed out. Oh, my fork broke. Bam, they press the button. Out comes the fork. You know?
Oh,
bro,
my
are you
McRib is gone. You know? How am I supposed to bust if I don't have my McRib? Oh, no, I need some Blue Chew. I'll just 3D print the chemicals on a molecular basis. Boom.
Yes, that's exactly
Oh,
what I
no,
have.
my tripod and video camera and ring light are broken. How am I supposed to record me fucking this McRib and put it on OnlyFans? Or just put it on my Facebook wall for free because I've lost my mind.
Bam, touch of a button, it prints it right out.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm Peter Shinn. Check this out. And then you just step back from the camera and fuck a McRib and put it on your Facebook.
That's not happening. None of that is happening.
Why not?
What do you mean,
Because you're
why
scared
not?
and you're not a patriot, dude.
What do you mean, a patriot?
Let me tell you something. Ronald McDonald, when he takes control of the White House, he's not going to take...
I'm loving it.